Hello guys, I am back. It's been about a month since the last video, so I'll give you a little bit of update on this tank. But here are the BTAs. They're doing very well. So the first thing that's happening with this tank is the algae. The good kind of algae, the Coraline algae. Those little round spots on the glass there on the bottom, those are all Coraline algae. The lights are blue, so you don't see the pink color of those dots very well in this video, but it's growing. And on the back surface, on that black plastic, there's a bunch of spots, Coraline algae spots, so that's a really good sign. The tank is maturing. It's only been about 2 months, I guess. But I do have a little bit of nuisance algae called bubble algae. You can see the bubbles. They're not doing too, they're not overtaking the tank, so I'm not too worried about that. There's my urchin, tuxedo urchin. He's doing good. Got the cleanup crew working on the surfaces, so that's great. Camera doesn't show very well the coloring of this rainbow BTA, but that's doing very well also. Got the orange ones there. It's hard to tell that it's orange, but maybe you can see the contrast between the rose on the left and the rainbow on the right. I guess my clownfish, they're a little scared. They're in the BTAs there. Let me give you a side shot or the end shot. I just cleaned this tank about 3 hours ago. I vacuumed the bottom. There's a lot of detritus that collects on the bottom. I just siphoned that out, and you can see all the dots that are growing. So really happy about that. And then here's a new guy I introduced about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's the Fiji yellow leather coral. The blue light doesn't show the yellow very well, but he's yellow. The polyps are not extended all the way since I bumped him when I was cleaning with glass, but they're coming out. Here's a full tank shot of this side. I did add another BTA, the green BTA, about 3 weeks ago also. You can see it right there. It's right next to this the orange colored BTA. I think he's still trying to decide where to move to, where his new home will be, but it's doing okay. The other new thing that I added is an ATO, because I got tired of manually adding the water to this thing every day. So I added the IceCap ATO, and the sensor is located, optical sensor is located in the return chamber right there. See, I added that, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and it's working perfectly. Does a really good job keeping the level really stable, so happy about that. I have the cover off because I wanted to show you that, and I have this clamp for the hose. You know, it protrudes above this line, so I can't put the top won't fit properly, you know, on this. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that top. Maybe I'll cut a notch so it'll sit flush against the tank again, but I'll work on that later. Here's my skimmer. That one started to make kind of a buzzy sound. So I took it out, cleaned it, put it back in, and now it's quiet again. So maybe that's the signal for me to clean the protein skimmer when it does that. Here's the full shot of the tank in the stand. You might be asking, where's the reservoir for the ATO? Well, it's it's hidden. I put it in this drawer because it's very unsightly without putting it or hiding it someplace. So I got this plastic, it's supposed to be an oil, motor oil container. You know, if you're changing your own oil. I assume the plastic is not going to leach out anything bad into the tank. At least my BTAs are doing okay after the 3 weeks or so. So, yep. Pump is down in there. And it fits perfectly into this drawer. So, once a week, I fill it. And I had to drill a hole on this side. Right there. So, the power line and the water line comes out. Goes up there. And it dumps it into the return chamber. It's very quiet. You can just barely hear the pump going. And it doesn't pump too much water at a time. I guess this sensor is very sensitive, so it pumps the water maybe 5-10 seconds and it shuts off. Unlike the Tunzi that I have, that one's less sensitive, so you'll definitely see a fluctuation in the water level in the main tank. And then it'll maybe overfill it a little bit, then it shuts off. I mean, not overfill to the point that it's pouring, you know, a lot of water in the tank to overflow the tank. It's just goes beyond the water line that I keep. So I like this one much better. Yeah. All right, so here's the tank again. That's the boring side, I'll call it. Not much action. This side looks nice. And of course, this side is where I sit, that I can view and sit the tank, see the tank. So, yeah, it's doing well. No major outbreaks of anything. No cyano. No other algae. No diatoms. So it's looking good. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, bye.